Hi guys. Oh, it's so windy. Sorry about the wind, you guys. I just wanted to come on and say hi and share some thoughts about today. Today is my 3-year anniversary of awakening to the truth. And I just thought I would share with you what my journey was and what I've been going through over the last 3 years to get me to where I am right now, talking to you guys every day, which I absolutely love. So first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for all of your messages. I love getting messages from you. And thanks for all of your comments and likes, and it's just great to be connected, especially at these times. So I just wanted to share, today is 3 years ago. I woke up to the corruption. I learned about 5G, and I learned about the smart cities that are being built. And it was a full-on, it was hard to awaken. You guys, there's nobody there. I'm talking about, oh, there you are. There's someone here now. I thought maybe there was something wrong, because my account's been being tinkered with recently, and that's okay. But I was just sharing that I was awakened this time 3 years ago. I was at lunch celebrating a friend's birthday, and I had somebody say, "Have you heard about 5G?" Or she said something like, "I'm worried about 5G." And I was already in the health and wellness space. I was already as a radio host. I was on wellness radio. So I was always aware of health topics and things that we needed to keep our eyes out for. So my friend told me that she was concerned about 5G, and I had never heard of 5G before. I'd never heard of smart cities. And at this time I was working in the technology industry as a chief marketing officer. And I didn't even know about the transhumanistic agenda. So this time 3 years ago, I learned. And it's been an education roller coaster ever since. And by year 1, I'd already been to my first Anarchapulco event. I started learning all about anarchy. And then in about 18 months after actually just more like 13 months after I learned about the plot, and I didn't even know about the whole plot at this time, I started speaking out. That was in 2019. I started speaking out about 5G and Agenda 21, New World Order. But it's been a learning journey for me too. You guys have been learning with me. You know, we've been doing this together. For the old guard who's been watching me for a long time, who was with me when I was living in Coogee, before the COVID hoax broke. We were learning back then. We were learning a lot. And then I started researching the solutions. After you sort of pick yourself up from the shock, well, I was spending full time researching this issue. And I was working as a chief marketing officer for about 7 months after I woke up. But by the end, I could not even focus on my day job because of what I was learning about. And I even had first-hand experience. I was going to do this like little interview skit at this conference. It was like one of the electronic conferences, I think like CeBIT or something along those lines. And I went to interview people and to ask them what they thought the future of robots and technology, how that was going to impact society. And I went, and I could not perform my little project because lo and behold, everything that I was learning about 5G was being rolled out, being confirmed right in front of my face. I was speechless. I could not believe it. So I ended up moving out of the technology industry and aligning more with my passion, which was at the time exposing the dangers of Wi-Fi radiation, dirty electricity. So I started honing in on health and wellness. And I started the Sheena Showdown. That's what my first show was. In March 2019, we started with the Sheena Showdown. And then I ended up going on to a tour over to America, Searching for Secrets tour. And that's when I visited Penny Kelly, and I learned about living on the farm and being sustainable and looking for solutions such as frequency medicine. And I also got retrained as a past life regression therapist because I knew that being in the corporate world wasn't a solution. I knew being a chief marketing officer wasn't the solution. So being retrained as a past life regression therapist allowed me to focus on the healing that we have to do in our past and the healing that we have to do today. And then just a few weeks later, the situation unfolded on the screen. And, I've been speaking out from day one. And not only that, I even graduated to the next level of being exposed to this system face to face. So not only have I learned all about this, all about the corruptions, and all about our solutions, I've been able to implement everything that I've learned. But this only works when there's a lot of us, and I'm only one person. So the trick now is to educate people on what I know to be true and false. And one of the things we've got to debunk is the fear that's being spewed on the television. So on that note, you guys, I am just so happy to be here. 3 years later, I am such a different person. And I have figured out what my secret sauce is. That's one of the solutions, is figuring out what your secret sauce is. Hi, Holly. I see you. I'm wearing my glasses so I can see you. You're welcome, Holly. I love what I do. Even though this is a very dark role that I've carved out for myself, and I had absolutely no idea this was going to turn out to be my life, but it has. I am very grateful. But it has been a shock, I think, on everyone. So everybody's healing at the moment. And I have been sort of one step ahead of everyone because I've just been studying this just for slightly longer. But I woke up at the last second of the last hour of the last day. There's a lot of people who've been awake for a lot longer than I have. But the truth of the matter is there's much more going on than meets the eye. And I feel like I have a very good idea of what's going on, which has allowed me to see clearly as to what our solutions are. And so now I am working on the solutions. I am back to work. I'm back to interviewing people. If you are interested in interviewing, I have a new package up on the website. But I also have this women's empowerment movement, which I think I'm going to do every week. It was so good. It was so awesome. Or maybe once a month and rotate with different ideas. Anyways, point being is that I'm back, and it feels good to be back. So on that note, you guys, I'm going to love you and leave you and say thank you again for all of your support, all of your emails. I couldn't do this without you. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.